Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Magdalena Boulet before the 2015 The North Face 50-mile championships. How are you?
I'm great.
The last time we chatted, you had just won the Western States 100.
That was a while ago.
That was a while ago.
That was a while ago.
What have you been up to since then?
Well, I took a little bit of downtime after Western States. I went to UTMB and did the CCC 100K. Finished second there and was totally inspired by the terrain and the challenges.
Probably something very different than you've ever done before.
Oh, Mount Blanc was just something else. I would love to go back and explore some of the trails. Very different.
How did you find the terrain? Because there's some running in the race, but it's also quite mountainous.
I felt unprepared.
Yeah.
Something that I think you really have to find some specific training for that race. Something that I definitely was lacking, but had a total blast.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
And you finished second there?
I finished second.
Yeah.
And then went back to Iraq, did 100K there on yet another hot Auburn trails.
Yeah, so those who aren't familiar, UROC has moved from originally Virginia to Colorado, now onto sort of the trails that near the end of the Western States 100 course.
Correct. Yes. So that was in...
end of September?
the end of September.
And what have you been up to since then?
So since then, I have taken a little bit of time. I really needed some rest after Iraq. My body deserved a little bit of a break. I really enjoyed it for a couple of weeks. And so that was middle of October, started back up. And excited to, by November, I was really excited and ready to start training again.
So a little bit different than last year where you came in and you had Les Templiers, a great run there a month before North Face, and kept rolling with your season.
Very different. Very different.
You had a lot of racing miles on your legs through September.
I look back and I did, in my second year of ultra running, I did 4 100Ks, a 100-miler, 1 50K, 1 or 2 50Ks, and 2 50Ks, and then 50-miler. So it's been busy.
So coming off like professional marathoning scene, where running 2 or maybe 3 races a year is it. How did you decide or come to run so many races?
I think leading up to Western States, I was so afraid I didn't have enough experience. So I wanted to get different races under my belt going into that race. And then I just got addicted. I'm like, well, more is better. I like to race.
Now, at the end of September, were you thinking more is better?
No. No, I was thinking it's time to put my feet up and just chill a little bit. I really did not want to finish the year going into North Face and not feel excited about getting out the door. That's something that I wanted to prevent. I'm in it for the long haul. I like running to be a part of my daily routine. It's what gets me through a day.
Now, if it had been the middle of November and that spark or excitement hadn't come back, would you have considered not racing the North Face 50?
Definitely, that was on the table. It's something that I considered, and I said, hey, if start back up and I don't feel great or not too excited, I feel like I need a longer break, I gave myself a permission to do that. I think 2016 is right around the corner, and there's some great races that I would like to show up to and be fit and competitive. So North Face is a local race, and it's really hard not to show up, and it's really competitive. So it was a big decision.
As we sit here, you've been an ultra runner less than 2 years, and you're going into your 3rd North Face 50. Does this race special for you in more ways than it just being local and competitive?
It is. I mean, the fact that it is local, it's not just it's because here, but I do spend some time on those trails. They're one of my favorite trails that I love spending miles on, and it's also a high caliber race where a lot of great people show up to. It's an opportunity to race against some amazing women. It has it all. It has great prize money.
It
So
does.
it's you know it's a full package. You know, it's got the trails, it's got competition, it's a good atmosphere. You know, it's an easy race to spectate for my family. It's fun and a
Yeah.
great party afterwards.
Yes. Well, it's a few days before the race, and we're sitting in the Goo World headquarters. You develop product here. Anything that's just come off the product research and development line, or anything right around the corner?
You know, I mean, we always play around with new flavors. You know, we have 2 flavors coming up pretty soon: cucumber mint in the Goo Energy line. We also have chocolate coconut or coconut chocolate. Can't remember. In the Roctane energy gel, and then we're definitely playing around with that black tea Roctane drink that I tested at Western States.
So what's that all about? I haven't heard of this one.
It's, you know, I tested that flavor and that formulation in Western States, and it went really well. We've been field testing it with a lot of athletes since then, and everyone just seems to love it because it's just a different option for an athlete. We have lemon lime, we have tropical fruit, and we have grape,
which are standard and have been
Absolutely.
through sports drink and products for years.
They're fruity.
Yeah.
But if you're craving something, especially for 19 hours, you know, I drank all of my nutrition. It's nice to have something that is not fruity.
Is that the same thought with the cucumber mint? Because that's an odd flavor.
Correct. Right?
But people thought about that when peanut butter gel started coming down the line. And
Correct. It's, you know, on a very hot summer day when you're racing, it's definitely it satisfies that craving. It's not. We do have lemon, lime flavors. We have lemonade. We've got the citrusy flavors that are perfect for that, you know, hot under hot conditions. But cucumber mint is a little bit refreshing. It's got that hint of mint, which wakes you up a little bit, and it's a good option. And I think it's going to serve a nice need for an athlete, especially in hot and humid conditions.
Back in August, I was at the Outdoor Retailer show, and there's a new solid food product.
Yeah.
What's that?
We've been field testing it as well with our athletes. We have both a waffle and a bar that we've been working with. The waffle has branched amino acids that we include in our essential amino acids that we include in our gels and in drinks. And we've been playing around with different formulations of the bar that we.
I haven't tried the waffle yet, but the bar is pretty tasty.
Yeah. I've got some new samples for you.
All right. Yes. Well, thank you so much, Magda.
Yeah.
It's great seeing you, and see you out on the trails this weekend.
Yeah, see you in Marin.
Yeah. And a bonus question for you, Magda. The Olympic trials are coming around. It's only a few months out.
11 weeks out.
11.
Who's counting?
Well, do you feel yourself itching for that? Like, why did you leave the marathon, and do you ever feel...
That's an excellent question. And the reason why, you know, I did my first trail race was because I needed a change. Mm-hmm. I needed to step away from just the marathon training and the routine that I've done for so many years. And Olympic trials happens once every 4 years. I qualified in Boston 2 years ago when Meb won the race, which was very, very special. I still think that, you know, I made the qualifier because when he went by me, I just got really excited and really charged to the last 2 miles to the finish line and just got right under the qualifying time. So thanks to Meb. But it's a race that only happens every 4 years. There's only so many women that toe the line. It's very special, but it's also good to mix things up. You know, as an athlete, you know, I really like a well-balanced approach to training, and this is going to give me an opportunity to focus a little bit more on faster turnover and just the workouts, you know, that I know will benefit me in the long run. It's really easy as an ultra marathoner just to get into a habit of just running your favorite trails,
Mm-hmm.
and just doing a lot of vertical. Any given day, if you give me an option, like where is the next peak, I want to get to the top of it. But I know that it's important to incorporate, the turnover work.
So having the trials as a nice motivator, or
it's a nice excuse to to get back to the work that I know is necessary for me to continue to do and just be a part of something special.
Okay, thank you.